Arms are already warmed up, legs up and down, left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get kind of lazy sometimes, I guess, at my house, but your hands are up here. Pull your knee to your palm. Even if you have to bring your palm down, the body will get used to coming up to its own part, and you'll be able to start going a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go just a little bit quicker now. 1, nice and loose. 3, hard, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, let's sweep it out to a couple of horse dances. So keep your hands underneath your chin. Sweep it out, high sweep, low sweep, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice and relaxed, guys. 8. Warm up mode. 9. 10. Let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Let me just make sure nobody. Okay, good enough. Okay, let's go with the back to our horse stance, and we'll go that direction with squat side kicks. So hands to the side, squat down, stand back up, throw a loose side kick out. Think warm up right now. So we'll drop on the count and then back up to the kick. 1, sink and extend. 2, sink and extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nice and loose, 10. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it out. Take a breath in. Pull chest up, shoulders back and down, and breath out. One more time. In and out. Okay, so we're gonna kind of low back stances. So go to your high horse, and we're going to drop down, but the purpose of this is not to do the low back stance. The purpose of this is to open up our hips and make our sideline kicks better. So if you're going too far, you'll actually be doing more harm than good. So I like to say keep the heels on the ground because that prevents you from dropping and cheating and getting leverage in places and doing the exercise for the wrong purpose. So heels stay firmly planted. We're dropping that way, center, and we'll go back and forth. Easy does it. 1, heels do not go as far as you can until the heel wants to come up. Then go to the center, stabilize, then go to the other side. Back to the center, that's 1. 2, 3, open the hips up. 4, should be getting a little bit lower each time, unless you started too low. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. We're going to do another set of those. This time we'll see if we can get a little bit lower. But again, if you're trying to get better at that, don't let the heels cheat. So if you're already almost all the way down, you can lift the heel up to get that extra distance. But here's a general rule, is if you lift this heel up off the ground and you're trying to get low, that's fine if you have enough strength to lift this foot up, and then you're fine. If not, you're just sitting on your ankle and you're not doing any good, okay? So if I'm here, I surely can lift this foot up. So use your best judgment for that. Okay, squat. 1, sink, center, sink, center. 2, sink on down, center, other side, center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And shake it out. Out of all the exercises we do, that one took me a long time, but the low back stance is one that I can do 10 or 20 times, and then I can throw kicks without warming up or loosening up right afterwards. Took me a while to get there, but if I have to go run out and do a class, and I have to not have the warm-up time, that's my warm-up in my office if I can get it. So it's a good exercise to get down. Okay, so I've been really working on your side kick, moving up and down the leg. Let's give our body some time to adjust. Let's work on our hands. Let's go over knife hands plus elbows. So if you go back to a left bow stance, so we'll go left bow, right hand out to the knife hand position. Let's go number 1, number 2, okay, then let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your stance, other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tighten the fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch your stance. So let's go through number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, back to the hip, number 6, number 7 is just 6 with a bit of a hook, and back to the position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch stances, switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's use the elbows. So switch to your other stance. Okay, so whatever leg is out, use the opposite hand. Elbow number 1, straight up. Okay, so a lot of times when we train this with a beginner, we'll have them go kind of just straight up their shoulder because, you know, that's how they're designed. When I train it myself, I turn my body slightly sideways and I go straight up my center line. Okay, if I go up my center line this way, it ain't gonna work very well. I'm gonna hit myself in the forehead and I'm not gonna be able to see. Pretty silly. So I'm gonna go straight, turn the hip over a little bit. It breaks some of the rules with this back leg, but not really. And then straight up, that's number 1. And we're gonna drop it a little bit, it's number 2. Pull it all the way back, now stabilize your stance again, that's number 3. Keep everything squared. Cross, try to get the elbow to the other side of your center line without moving your shoulders. Okay, so pull. Okay, so let's do that one again. It comes up, pulls across your center line. If you can't do that because you got tight shoulders, then and only then do you use your shoulder movement. And when you're applying this. Okay, number 5, you go straight back out. Number 6, we come around the head because it just aligns our shoulders better, and then we come straight down. Little tip here, pull this shoulder back a little bit and the opposite hand back as you come down. Okay, and then you come right back into number 1, and down to number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, into number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a small step adjustment to the other side and other leg. Wait a minute. I was already in that stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 1, down to 2, back to 3, cross on 4, into 5, around and down on 6, right into number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these elbows and these knife hands, I actually really like these little sets because they get the arm going in directions. You don't have to use knife hands. It could be hammer fists. It can be lots of different motions. So they're actually good benefit. I know and you know that the likelihood of you using knife hand number 4 to the groin is really unlikely. It just doesn't make too much sense for that. But to the throat, sure. So they are useful. So combining them is kind of fun. So we go let's go left bow, right hand up. So you go 7 knife hands, nice and relaxed. And then right on the last hook, you pivot the other direction, and then you do your elbows. And then right into your knife hands again. And then right into that elbow. Right into the knife hand. Oh, I forgot number 5. I'm thinking about my elbows too much. Going too slow. And right into the elbows. Okay, shake it out a little bit so we can get warmed up. Weather's getting better. Let's do some applications of the knife hands. So repeating blades, one of my favorite ones because it's useful and it's simple. So back to the right bow, block, block. That's kind of knife hand 1, kind of knife hand 2, and then shoot in. But for today, we're going to shoot that number 1 knife hand in, and we're going to finish with number 2. Okay, so with the other hand, right? Okay, so repeating blades with 2 knife hands. Go 1, 2, strike, strike. Okay, 1, 2, strike, clear or strike again. Step back, right block, right strike, left knife hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 movements. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll drop our stance a little bit lower and go a little slower. 1, get a good solid stance. Cover the face. Other side. Neck. Reach on that one. And back. Step down, get a good solid stable stance. Cover the face. Face. Slice into the neck. Reach out. 2, drop low. Reach and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is kind of reminding me of a couple of things, being able to see myself and you guys at the same time. I knew I put those mirrors in the studio for a reason. I forget how valuable they are if you guys look at them. Most people look at the ground, most kids stare at other kids. Things that I notice just watching is that I know I'm covering my face. So I notice in class sometimes we all shoot right past. You see, I didn't even cover my face. As you're a higher belt, you see that punch coming in. There's no reason to come all the way up here like you taught it. You probably get hit. You just hit the arm. But I also say if you're a higher bell and you can hit his arm, you can also hit him in the temple. So might as well stick to the fundamentals. So as I step back, I know where my head is. I can see it right there, so I can make sure this knife hand clears. I can see the other areas, and two openings right here, right? Here, I can see those, so I can clear. I can strike down on my own neck, and I can reach out and strike it again. Just like calm in the ocean, a lot of times, one of my habits is to just go after the punch because I know it's coming. See, so I'm not even going across my face, I'm shooting right up here. So when you're training, watching yourself, don't necessarily gawk off at yourself, but just look at the movement and your brain will tell you, I'm not covering my face. Wonder what I'm doing. And then it will naturally start to go. You only have so many openings. Face, solar plexus, groin. Turn sideways, temple, knee. So just keep those in consideration. So, knife hand number 1. We added knife hand number 2. Let's go ahead and add knife hand number 3 and number 4. Okay, so when you do this application, cross your arm, or your hand, so you're coming across the bridge of your nose. Not this direction like we practice for accuracy, but this way. And then come right back in, striking down low. Okay, so everything together now. Knife hand 1.
Master Jones?
Yes, sir.
Master Jones?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you repeat all that? It got choppy for a second. We only got about half of it.
From where?
The new movement you're just adding right there.
Okay.
The two extra knife
Okay,
hands.
yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add knife hand number 3 and 4 to the mix. So we've got this motion down. That's number 1. That's number 2. So at number 3, if you're looking, where are you opened? Okay, you struck here. This area is closed, pretty much. So this head's going to cover, but it happens automatically. You're not taught that. It's just, you're supposed to do it just in case. This head's going to snake around, and it's going to come right down on the bridge of the nose, but not straight up and down. We're going to turn it at 45-degree angle so you hit the base of the bridge of the nose. This way, not this way. This way you'll probably miss. Right after that impact point, you're going to circle back around and strike the groin. Okay, so we're adding all 4 knife hands together. Okay, so let's go. Step, do the first motion, repeating blades, add knife hand number 2, circle with knife hand number 3, end with knife hand number 4, and I like to drop my stance down on that one and come up under the groin. Okay, and back. Okay, step, knife hand number 1, with number 2 added, pivot with number 3, drop to number 4. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And shake it out. So if you want to get faster with your hands, one way to do this is to pick an exercise, a drill like that one, and do it so many times that your body just knows the movements, but you need to pick one that has a lot of different circle motions in it, or a lot of things that you might use otherwise. And so if it's just limited, you know, like a rising block, thrust punches, probably not going to do you any good in speed training. So this is a good drill. I used to teach the instructors to get their knife hands and their circles really quick without telling them what I was doing. But you have to do it to the point to where you're going so quick that you can think of other things and do other things. Like you're doing your motions and you think about it now, and it just flows right through it. If you don't know the technique that good, then practice it more. Okay, so those are knife hands. We'll get to the elbows maybe later. I'm going to get back to the legs. So grab your chair. If you don't have a chair, get one. If you have one, yes. Excellent. And I'm assuming right after this workout, we're all stepping outside our backyard and we'll be into Mr. Reynolds' backyard for a barbecue. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about when I'm doing these things, about my normal mode of teaching compared to working out. And I switch back and forth and I need to discipline myself. But in order to get a benefit and achieve a level, you have to have consistency in your training. In order to learn, of course, if you're a higher belt, you understand that, so you can train that stuff on your own. And if you have one day a week that you practice, then that's fine. But if this is your only practice, which I know none of you guys, this is true, you guys have your own private practice sessions, that doesn't matter. But this motion here that we've been doing, it's actually been working because my hip flexors and my core have gotten a heck of a workout, and this is only our third time, and I can actually feel it. So we're gonna keep doing that until we get it. Now you can go, if your hip flexors and everything are starting to get a little tired, going lower but not quitting is a good thing, unless they're really sore. Or if you're okay with it, you maybe should go higher. I'm actually feeling it, so this is ideal for me. So what we did was we just squatted down. If you had no knee injuries, that's fine. So third session should be a little easier. And normally that's when you add things, but I don't want to add extra reps because we'll be here all day. So what I'm going to add is I'm just going to, for myself, I'm going to try to stay more upright and maybe go a little bit lower. That's all I'm going to do, okay? So we're still going to do the same number, but I'm adding a little bit more difficulty. You can also, Mr. Reynolds has a higher chair. He's, whatever. Yep, so, yeah, that's always outdo me. Okay, straight line, shoulder, hip, leg, toes on the supporting leg at 45, knee tracking those toes. Don't let your knee be going any other direction or you can hurt yourself, okay? So my knees are actually pointing that direction. When I go down, all this squatting, really, here's the trick. I push out with the heel that's on the chair, and I push out with the knee that's going, because I'm trying to create space. Whereas if I go straight down, I'm crunching everything, and it just doesn't work, okay? But if I go this way, I get a lot more distance and I work the muscles proper. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and you can allow yourself to bend forward slightly because you almost have to. 4, 5, 6, 7, always good form, guys. 8, 9, that's feeling great. 10, and you know the drill, flutter kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reposition, squat down. 1, second set of 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, flutter kicks. Turn the chair around there, Mr. Reynolds. 1, 2, thank you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, take the legs on the chair, back, and switch sides. You're feeling that in your lower back. That means you need more strength there, not flexibility. So lower the chair or do more sets or rest or do something. Okay, good legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flutter it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set is your work set. Fill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's flutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift it back, set it down, make some circles. Other direction. Other side. So a general rule for higher kicks, if you don't know where to start, because you know the body's weird, what prevents people from kicking higher, generally speaking, which is only 51% of the time or more, right? Weak lower back, too tight hip flexors, too weak hamstrings. Just assume that's you, and until you know otherwise, fix it. So lower back is too weak. Hip flexors are too tight, maybe even too strong because you sit all day, right? They're doing the work of the glutes. And then your hamstrings are weak, not tight. Okay, so your posture might be off. Okay, that should give our legs enough rest. So what we did last time is we're trying to train these hip flexors to relax. Okay, so like right now I'm ready to turn my chair sideways. I'm going to throw that side kick out there. But my body is so trained to have a dynamic motion that my hip flexor here is already tensed up. Well, if it's tensed up, it ain't going to go out as fast as it could. It needs to back off a little bit. So I have to literally, there, I have to mentally relax that. So we're going a little bit slower. So I've relaxed it. Now I can turn my heel, drop my knee, extend the kick out and back. This is really a little bit, but not too much difference of this one is just kind of on the opposite side, so it counters that. So it's a good exercise to do with this set. So relax the hip flexor. If you can't relax it at all, you're overtraining it. Drop the stance down or stretch the heck out of it. Okay, here we go. 1, extend out, relax. 2, extend out, relax. 3, 4, 5, relax. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more set. Here we go. 1, relax. 2, relax. 3, relax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Bend to the half chamber position. Same thing. Here we go. 1, relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. So pick your side that was the weakest or needed the most work. So that was the other side for me. One more equal set. So this one didn't really loosen up, and I didn't have as much control as I had on the other side. So that tells me this side needs a little bit more work. So I'm altering it a little bit. I'm pulling it in a little bit more. Okay, so this can sit up more on this. Out to here, my hip flexors still think I'm in extension, so they're kind of holding. I'm going to pull it up a little bit, see if that helps. Okay, here we go. Just 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was better. So the next time I'll do that, I will pull my chair in a little bit more and chamber it a little higher, because that allowed me to relax a little bit. Always looking for feedback. Okay, chair done. I think I might have forgot one set of something, but that's okay. Okay, so we did, let's keep with the theme. Let's go ahead and redo the application that we've been working on. Hopefully maybe you guys have had somebody to work on with, or you have a good imagination. Right bow, left hook, right elbow. Okay, crane, locking crane. Cover the motion, left hand stays here. Okay, move inside with that vertical punch. Throw the eye rake in there. Hey, get a secondary eye rake. Strike right up at palm to the groin. Third eye rake if you can. Cutting elbow down and back up. Okay, so I'll turn around and we'll do a couple of this. If you already know what you're doing, you can speed it up and do lower stances. I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, right bow. 1, hook, elbow, crane, vertical, right eye rake. As it comes down to the groin, left cover or eye rake if you can get it. Cut the groin, left, cutting elbow with the right. Step back it out and back. So again, step, Hook. Throw the elbow right up at that angle. Right as it reaches its very top, go ahead and cut right down. It doesn't stop. Right when the right hand reaches its distance to cover your right into the vertical. Right when that vertical reaches its distance, the circular motions. Right when that groin hits, next motions. And back out. You can also get fancy if you want, if you already know this. But if you're not smooth with it, no reason to get fancy with something until you need to. Okay, hook, elbow, locking crane, vertical, strike, cutting elbow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 'Show you that. We're going to do one more set. Okay, so if you've been doing these, there's more benefit, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, doing something that you're doing well, like this motion, 10 or 15 times a day, rather than 3,000 times in one class. I have done both. The 3,000 times in one class is a great workout for that movement. But if you don't come back to it, it's just gone. Or this isn't so much a great workout for the movement, but we're not doing anything that we haven't learned in other motions before in the Kempo forms, right? So it's beneficial to take these movements and do it for 2 or 3 weeks. When I always tell you guys that mastery starts when boredom, right at boredom, hey, right when you get bored, that's when mastery starts. That's when most people quit. You can't study a movement until that movement is so well into you that you're bored of it. Then you can start saying, what am I really doing here? This is one of those movements I would put as a keeper. So this 10, you get to change it a little bit, okay? So maybe you go, those are all fists now, okay? The movement's the same. I'm just going to change, alternating a few things. Maybe you come across, and maybe you cup the groin, grab, double eagle claw, right? And then maybe you just step this way and throw. I don't care what you do. Don't think about it. Just do it. If it doesn't work, who cares? You got 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 'and the last one, I always go back to the way it should be so that I don't forget all these movements. 10. Okay, shake it out. So we'll, if I can keep on track, we'll dig that in a little bit. Okay, so let's go push-ups. Working on my knuckles. Hey, push-up position. Hey, good straight back, glutes tight, shoulders back and down, chin back, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just hold the plank for a second. Pull your shoulders back. Get your alignment in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep those 2 knuckles down. Walk yourself up. Sink down. Move your hands around. Get some blood back into those fingertips. Take a second to go through your ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, all your joints. Good. Take a check on your muscles. All feeling good. Take a check on your temperature. All body parts equally warm. Yep. And then your breathing should be solid and deep, but not panting. And then your heartbeat should be solid, but not too fast. If all those are out of whack, it's telling you to take a break. Okay, remember I told you to pick a stretch and do that one. So I told you my hips are losing a little flexibility, so I'm going to work on this one. I want you to do whichever one you did on Monday or Friday or whatever that class was. I don't even know what day of the week it is, guys.
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Okay. So remember we talked about working on flexibility or strength. When in doubt, strength is good, but not always the case. I always like to make sure having a little bit more room of movement. So if this is my stretch, I want to have a little stretch in reserve. Okay, so as long as I can keep a little bit, prevents a little bit more injuries when I'm kicking and such. So I don't always go down as low as I can unless I'm really doing a stretching. And I don't have any purpose for that anymore, so I don't do that. You should be able to, unless you're flat on the ground, you should be able to move a little bit. Your hips, pelvis, even your knees bend. Your feet should be able to move. If not, your body is locking and it's tensing. And you're actually locking it into that position. So by trying to push it too far, you actually get worse results. Go up a little bit more. Show your body that you're safe from wherever you're at. Once it knows you're safe and strong, it'll allow you to go a little lower. Once your legs are starting to feel, I'm just talking to people doing my stretch, but once your legs are starting to feel like they're starting to slip, and you can go further, which is what mine are doing right now. It takes about 45 to 60 seconds. I'm now only building strength up if I don't let that go. And I don't want to get stuck here, so I'm going to take the pressure off by putting my hands on the ground and putting the weight on my palms. And then I'm going to let my legs slip out and get that stretch without tension. because I am not working on strength. I got enough strength. Good deep breaths, pull it in through the nose all the way down to your toes, and then right back out your mouth. As you breathe out, just breathe out whatever strength or tension that you feel. If it's your hamstrings, breathe into that part of the body and just release it. If you're holding your breath while you're stretching, that's an indication you're pushing it. You're not really stretching anymore, you're torturing yourself. That's not your job, it's my job.
Thank you, Dr. Jones.
That's right. So I'm going to go just a little bit further because I can feel like I got a little bit more stretch. I'm going to really just try to relax my hip flexors. That's where I know my tightness is happening. They're trying to work when they don't need to. And if you sit a lot, that's your case probably too. Because they're trying to hold you up all the time. Okay, find an angle that you can relax whatever part of that body is you're stretching. Move around until it's actually easier to be in that position. Okay, so that means going up a little bit, going down, turning. When it's easier to be into it, I just want you to sit into it and actually enjoy it. Enjoy what it feels like to be in a good stretch without pushing it too far. And now I always like to make sure I have enough strength to go with my flexibility, so I'm going to pull my hands up off the floor and I'm going to walk myself up. So always to make sure that my strength is equal to my flexibility. And now I'll get some blood back into the hips. Or some fluid, I guess. Blood won't really go in there. Well, hopefully not. Another direction, maybe into the muscles. Switch. Side to side, reach back, stretch up tall, lower back, release it, relax. Okay guys, that's it. Right on time too. I really like Mr. Reynolds' studio. It's very natural. Maybe I'll get, if I can get my deck cleaned off, maybe we'll eventually by the end of the week, huh? Okay guys, thanks for showing up, and I'll see you tomorrow, if you can make it. Passive stress!